you got action learning to work for you in your own way, in your own practice?
Well, good question, Andrew. It's certainly something that tends to feed into most of the work that I do. It kind of became crystallized probably about 20 years ago with a method that I developed called action learning questions. I was working with some colleagues in an action learning institute, and in fact I was asked to, as a fellowship, to investigate a number of the master's programs that they were running, which were claiming to be action learning based, and to take a view on whether they genuinely were action learning based. And in fact, this led to, at about the same time, being asked by one of the major banks in the UK to set up a leadership program for the top tier of leaders. And they wanted it to be, they didn't say action learning actually, but they said they wanted it to be accredited, but they wanted it to also be work-based. So they didn't want to be sending managers mid-career who are busy working on key issues in the business off to business schools for months at a time. They couldn't afford to do that. So it was kind of a good coincidence in my kind of life at that time that at the same time I was being asked by this professional institute to look at their qualification structure, and I created something along with help from other colleagues, which we called action learning questions. And that's kind of that stood me in good stead really for the subsequent 20 years now that we've been actually using the method in a whole range of sectors, actually, from banking through to the care sector, education, outsourcing industry, and over the last 5 years or so with an organisation called Maven, who are OD specialists, but relating particularly to public sector and to local, to central government civil service organisations.